Right guys, hello. So a video to help those of you who are worried, or dare I say it, scared about the Walking Dead saints and sinners. You might think your computer's not good enough. So those of you that have come here to watch some gameplay, remember it's a video, you can skip ahead. I will do that. I will explain some of the mechanics to the game as well to help those of you who are starting out. Don't want to give spoilers, but it can be a little bit confusing when you start out, so we'll cover that. But what I really want to talk about first is the real point of the video, and that is to help people that have older computers, specifically like a quad core i5, those of you that have 2500Ks, 3570Ks. So on paper, the game does look quite demanding. It wants an i7 8700K, I think, 16 gig of RAM and a 1070 graphics card. Now I can tell you, I do not have that. I have an i7, it's a 2600K. I've overclocked it to 4.5 gigahertz. It's the max it will do to try and keep it relevant. But what I have done is disable the hyperthreading. So it is now 4 cores, 4 threads, like the i5. So I'm trying to emulate having a 2500K or a 3570K. Anyone that owns that, you should have overclocked your processor to try and keep it relevant today. I've only got 12 gig of RAM, don't have the 16, and I have a 980 Ti graphics card. Now that has 6 gig of VRAM. Some of you might have a 980 that only has 4 gig of VRAM. What I've found in certainly games like this, with 4 gig of VRAM, you will be limited really to medium settings. That's like the max you'll really be able to do because of the VRAM and the textures. So I've got 6 gig. I'm in pretty good shape. My card is on par with a 1070, but a 1070 has 8 gig of VRAM. So in theory, it might be able to do slightly better settings. If you've got a 1060, as long as it's the 6 gig model, you should be in pretty good shape. You might have to turn some settings down, but you should be okay. I have played the game initially on a solid state drive, but I've moved it off to a mechanical drive, and I've found the load times aren't too bad, certainly not as bad as Asgard's Wrath was. So talking about Asgard's Wrath, when I first played this, it kind of felt like that. The graphics, they're not as good. There are some low quality textures in places. I have set them to ultra, by the way. But yeah, it's a 30 gig game. You need 33 gigs of storage to install it, not 130 odd or whatever it was for Asgard's Wrath. It was kind of ridiculous. So I think what we'll do, before we go through the mechanics, I'm just going to go through the options because some people like to see what's available. So we've got the gameplay settings, your turning mode, you've got your snap option. I prefer smooth, but snap, if you move your thumbstick left, move 45 degrees or whatever. We can adjust the turn speed so you don't get too dizzy. Everyone's different. Adjust it to what personally suits you. Direction control, I would suggest you leave that as head based. You'll see with a torch later, I can attach that to my chest. With head based, the light will follow my head rather than the body on free look. So, do what suits you, but I've just found head based is better. Nausea reduction, that's the blinders. You get those the black bars that come in at the side of the screen as you move your head around to reduce nausea. I don't like that. I turn it off. So we've got the controls. There is a tutorial section at the start to explain it to you. So we've got controls, hand orientation, disable haptics. So yeah, you're going to get some kind of feedback when you're doing stuff. What the grip mode is, whether you have to hold the grip button down to hold stuff. Hybrid, where you press it to grip it and then you can let go. So yeah, plenty of settings. We'll just have a look at my video settings. So view distance, far, anti-aliasing, medium, shadow qualities, medium, post-processing, high, textures are ultra, effects are high, foliage, high, set full screen. So audio, we've got some settings for the HUD as well. So yeah, if I've gone too quickly through that, it's a video, you can pause it. So what I want to do is try and explain some of the mechanics to the game, those of you who are starting out. So on the left side of my chest, we have a torch. Now we shake it to charge it, we pull the trigger to turn it on. So it's actually very handy to be able to point in all these nooks and crannies. But if I just let go of it, it'll go back on my chest. And you see, as I move my head, the torch is moving. So that's kind of useful. To the right side of my chest, we have the journal. That's useful. It has the map and yeah, all the stuff we want to keep track of. So we can just let go of that. It'll go back on my chest. So if I reach over my left shoulder, we have my backpack. So we have space to the side, whether you want to put an axe, your shotguns, rifles, bows, and you'll reach that item over your right shoulder if you've got your shotgun. So we've got all these items. If we keep skipping, you'll find there's task items. So anything that's really important will be in here. Lots of people have got confused. They've dropped something and they think, oh, I needed that. Where's it gone? They didn't skip far enough through. So you find lots of items in the game that you're going to take because we're going to recycle them for parts. It's a very big part of the game, something you want to take note of. So as we walk over to the bus, you'll unlock this pretty soon in the game. These are our workbenches. So to the left, this is how I upgrade it, but I need these materials. So this is why we're going to recycle stuff. We'll show you how you do that in a minute. So as we upgrade the benches, more stuff comes available for us to build. So food, I can track the parts needed for it, or we can just build it. So yeah, we'll explain the food and the stamina as I play the game a little bit later on, as the meters will come up. So here's the gun desk. I pre-ordered, so I would get it looks like a Colt Python. It's not a 44 Magnum. I think it's 45 caliber, but I wanted it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we can upgrade that, get access to more weapons and ammo. And we kind of had the skills bench here. So it tells us upgrade your station to unlock the next recipe, craft new gear with white recipes. Blue recipes are permanent upgrades. Unlock green recipes by discovering special recipes that are hidden in the world. So we can see the blue one that I've done is allowing me to run quieter, and it costs less stamina to do that. Kind of handy. All these green ones at the bottom are the special ones we'll find in the world. So we're going to take a little walk into the bus. Just make sure my torch is on, so we shake it to charge it. So I had to build the radio up. So we have a weapons rack here. I've got a crowbar, found a bow. I do have my shotgun. That's over my right shoulder. That can go on there, or we can take it off. So we have a storage crate here. I've got another pistol in here. I think I'll put the Python away. I've only got 6 rounds. I've got much more for the 30 caliber. So yeah, got a couple of storage slots there, and it tells us what we have: pistol frames, all the resources that we've broken down. So the way we break stuff down is with the recycling bin. So I don't know what I've got in my backpack that we can recycle. Let's just do this jerky stick. So it's actually telling me salvage materials. I get a couple of bits of protein, some spice, and fibers. All I've got to do is recycle it. So you'll find broken guns in the game, pick them up, put them in your backpack, recycle them, and that will give you the frames. And you're going to need that to be able to build your own guns later on. We have a flask here. We drink that to basically sleep and start again. We can't travel at night. It's far too dangerous. We only do stuff during the day. So we see the map, and we'll see that again at the raft. That's how we travel. So I think that's most of the mechanics, what you'll need to know to get you started. But we're going to go off to the raft. We'll go find some walkers to kill. So I'm just going to go on the left side of those benches, keep walking forwards. I can actually sprint here. So that's brought the meter up. So you can see the top is my stamina. What's gone in red is what's reduced. So if you keep running, it reduces your max stamina. Now I can eat food to replenish it, but if it's not prepared food, not cooked food, if it's stuff I just find lying around, that will drop my health down. So we get medicine, that will remove the handicap on the health. It will max it out again, and then we use bandages to restore the health. If it doesn't make sense, hopefully it will a little bit later when I play the game. So it's night time, it's not going to let me move. I should have slept. I might be slightly tired. I might have played this a little bit too late last night. So there we go. So it's going to tell me another day has passed. resources have dwindled, and there's even more undead to deal with. So those of you that wonder, is it a good game? Yes, it is. Arizona Sunshine, if you like that, this is a million times better. I saw that was on sale at the moment. Oculus, only £10. Well, it has to be really, because it's not worth 30 quid. This is £30 for the Saints and Sinners. Far better zombie game. So let's do the Shallows. I don't want to give away too many spoilers. We'll start near the beginning. Just let you see the load time from a mechanical drive. Ideally, you do want it on a solid state drive. It's not too bad. So do keep in mind, the machine is not just playing the game, it's also recording all the gameplay as well. Right, so I have my watch. This is going to run down. When that alarm goes off, it's basically nighttime and we need to get out of here. When the bell goes off, any quests that we've taken on in the area will have failed if we haven't completed them by then. So yeah, we're in the first area. So we can see there's some wood there. I put that over my left shoulder. I can just let go and that'll go in the backpack. Lots of people think you've got to keep pulling the backpack out and put stuff in it. No, just pick it up, put it over your left shoulder and let go of the grip button and it's stored. So there is a tutorial, teaches you, sneaking is obviously a good idea. So I've got my shiv, the trigger will change it around. So we'll show as I brain him. So I'm going to use my left hand to grab him. Now you don't need to forcefully stab them, just get a good range of motion above your head and bring it down. You don't need to do it really quickly. But yeah, if you don't give it a good arc, you're not going to get the kill. It will just sort of bounce off their head and you're going to damage your weapons. Everything has durability, even the guns. Keep looking around. So this is a very important house, the blue house. Probably should show on the map. Anywhere we can go will be coloured in. All of these other houses, it's a no-go area. So she might want some help. She might try and mug me. We don't know. We'll see.
Meds are valuable, I know, but if I had a couple of pills, I could make some trades. Help my family.
Well, you're blatantly a junkie, but you didn't try and rob me, so...
From the bottom of our hearts, I want you to have this.
So box of stuff, actually very useful. Lots of resources can be recycled in there. So here's the house. So the front door is not always the best way to get in. You can climb. We'll just see if we've got a opportunity to do that. We might find a pipe. So I can use the grip buttons. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get up that way. So we've got a garage. Let's turn my torch on. Sound is incredibly important. You can usually hear the zombies hiding before they jump out at you. Always keep an eye out for resources. Just brought me back outside. So broken revolver, that will give me a pistol frame later on. Right. There's the zombies hanging up. There's a hole we can go under the house and pop up. We see there is another pipe here. Be careful though, falling damage is a thing. It will hurt you. You do not want to die. It's kind of like the Dark Souls method of when you die, you drop your stuff, you got to get back to it. If you die before you get back to your stuff, you lose it. So you don't want to do that. All right. So bandages. Store that in my backpack. So I'll push the A button. Feed in some more ammo. So we see these traps. Tell I'm a double hard bastard. That did not make me jump at all. So yeah, a shoe, but if we break it down, we're going to get adhesives, glue, useful stuff. So nothing is junk really. Yeah, even this reminds me of Commodore Amiga, computer I used to own when I was younger, but I don't have it in me to scrap one. Yeah, cigarettes. I am a smoker. It's got these boards here. Now, if I had a axe on me, I could smash that in, get access to the room. I do have a shotgun. Breach and clear. Some bandages. Open up the drawers. Screwdriver. This achievement for braining zombies with the screwdriver. Padlock. Another pistol frame. So those of you wondering, I can not really tell the difference, to be perfectly honest, when I was playing it as a true i7 or now as the simulated i5. So that's good news. I have noticed a difference in load times, but that's pretty obvious between a solid state drive and a mechanical drive. Definitely still hear zombies. Could hear you. Up into the attic. Well, I think I'll make my way outside, guys, and we'll call it that. I don't want the video to run on too long. Definitely hear more zombies. So yeah, that's new. I seem to be taking some kind of poison damage from them. But yeah, we don't want to give away too many spoilers for the game, so we'll leave it there, guys. Hope it's been of some help to you. Have a great day. Have a great evening, whatever it is you choose to do after watching this. And I will see you all when I see you next. Ciao for now.